Hello, superstars around the world. Welcome to my Monday series number 11. I'm Mary Setrakian. I'm a master voice teacher here in New York City, and you guys are already signing on. I'm so happy to see you here. Yes, JV, you're back. I was thinking of you today, JV, because these songs are going to be, I've been, doing some major things for the ladies. Some repertoire for the ladies. Well, today you can join in. All of these songs will be beautiful in your voice. And Alberto, the two men here. Yes, Emma Fox, hi there. I see you're going to be making dinner. That's cool. You can just sing along as you can. Amanda, hi, welcome back. Dalia, hi there. Isabel, there she is. So glad you're feeling good, Isabel. I heard you were under the weather a bit, but you're back. This is great. Joy Torres, hello there. So I'm excited. As you're signing on, there were a couple of questions before we head into Carole King and Friends. I did a little vote on Instagram to see what artists you'd like to focus in on today. These are artists of my childhood, and it would just be so fun to visit them. That sort of soft pop rock, which is so cool, so beautiful, and the lyrics are so they're so deep, they're just so, and always current. They're classic, and these songs really have melodies. I've noticed that a lot of songs these days, they're really cool construction of songs, but the melodies of the old are just, I don't know, maybe I'm old-fashioned, but boy, I just love these melodies so much. So we're going to enjoy that today. Hi, Roseanne. There you are. Lillian, hello. Did you guys catch Lillian's song on my story on Instagram? After that women's belt from last week, or was it the week before? I guess it was last week. I don't know. All the weeks are melding together. She did such a beautiful Frank Wildhorn rendition of Someone Like You. It was just so beautiful, honey. I'm just so thrilled. So your kidney is sore, Amanda. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry, honey. But yeah, just as, be sure to just breathe as we're breathing. The breathing is always very healing. I don't mean for you to do a lot of support and stuff. I don't want to add any tension there, but just be aware of the tummy rising and falling with the breath, because then your body will be clear to heal faster. If we hold the body tight and breathe up high, that's when we, that's when I get sick, then we can start getting sick. So ciao, Sibila. Sibila's tuning in from Roma. Hi, honey. How are you? God, we need to catch up. Sibila's my girl Friday, and when I'm in Rome, she's like the costume designer of Il Templari, the stage manager. She's in the show, beautiful soprano and belter. So anyway, great to see you here, honey. Good, Amanda. Yeah, just keep breathing. This is great. So I had an interesting question from Isabel. Let me see if I can bring it up just so I see what some teacher had said, something kind of odd or odd in my mind. And she wanted to understand, she said a teacher said that in order to send the voice, to send the voice through the back of her neck and to pass through the soprano voice more easily. So to send the voice, you have to think of the back of the neck passing through. Well, that kind of, it doesn't go with anything I say. I'm not quite sure what she means by that, but just listening to those particular words, I would say no, because I'm always talking about the voice is being the front passage here. This is our dominant resonator. For ladies, we have the chest voice. And we focus in on the chest voice as we did in my high belting or my belt class. But this is our major dominant resonator. So from the words that I just read, I'm understanding that she wants you to think, or whoever the teacher is, wants you to think of starting in the back of your neck here and then going into the soprano. And that, to me, I don't want to put our thought here. Maybe things are happening in our throat. Don't get me wrong. We've got vocal cords there, but we don't want to start focusing back here and then bring it to that is just counterproductive. So we'll do our warm up today. So I'd say for us, please just leave that command aside. Okay. That's not going to be on on my radar at all. So maybe they meant something a little bit different by it. I'm not sure. Because for belt voice, we do use the chest resonator. And there is stuff, there are resonators in our throat, and we've got vocal cords in our throat. They're doing stuff. I'm just saying we're not putting our attention there. If we focus there, it starts jamming it. We're going to focus instead on the vibration for the chest resonator here. And today we're back to our natural habitat, which is our dominant resonator, which is the front passage. Yeah, Isabel said that they wanted us to send backwards totally. So, that's the opposite of what I say. So, obviously you have to make that choice, but for right now, let's just do our stuff and see how it feels. What we're looking for is the most economical, easy way. That's the best. Okay. So answer that question. Yeah, it is weird. I think it's a little odd too, but you know what? Sometimes we hear things, I don't know. It's okay. All right. So we're going to now prepare for our Carole King. I haven't forgotten about those who voted for the Beatles and for Linda Ronstadt, a little bit of Motown. So I said Carole King and Friends today because we're going to visit those guys a little bit too. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is warm up. I think this style of singing, this sort of easy pop rock, is really out of talking. It's really out of speaking. I call it the talkie voice. And this is for men and women together. You guys are all the same. We're just, it's very, it's very centered. It's very close to how we speak. We just put pitch on talking. So for example, the first song we're going to look at with Carole King is So Far Away. And so the first line is so far away, so far away. So we're just going to put pitch on the way we would probably say it. So far away, so far away. And good composers, they write the rhythms and the melody like we would say it. We wouldn't say so far away. We wouldn't say so far away. We say so far away. So she wrote so far away. So she wrote it exactly how we speak it. Isn't that interesting? So it's really a cool thing to look at. Ronili, hello. Yes, you made it on time. So good to see you, honey. You're going to be in New York City soon. Okay, just a little plug, because next week, you guys, is my off-Broadway class, singing master class at the Triad Theater. And Ronili's going to be there. I've got some VIPs who are coming in from out of town. They bought their tickets the first day. So those guys are going to be up front with me, my students from the quarantine. I tell you, I'm so, so excited. You're arriving Sunday, Ronili. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. So if you haven't gotten your tickets yet, please go on to my Instagram. It's in my bio. If you follow me on Facebook, it's my cover shot. You can find the link there for tickets. Or if you want to do it from here, just go to triadnyc.com, triadnyc.com. And you'll just click on shows and you'll scroll down to November 15th. Okay, to get your tickets and yes, and I'm going to meet you at the door. It's going to be so fun. I can't even tell. And we got some surprises. It's going to be so cool. I know, Em, I wish you could be there. Well, I'm going to have a video made too. Okay, let's get going. Let's start with our breath. We always start with our breath, right? Again, it's a domino effect. If we don't have our breath, if we're doing our panic breath up here, we're not going to really be able to sing well. We have to have the breath that our body uses when we're sleeping at night, which is what? Do we breathe at the top of the lungs or the bottom of the lungs? Where are our lungs? Here they are. We breathe at the bottom of the lungs. Yay, Sibila. Yes, honey, I know. We can't wait for the video. Oh, it's going to be so fun. I don't think I can live stream. I'll check it out. But even if I can't live stream, I'm going to have the video, and it's going to be such a fun evening. Yes, there will be one for you too, Isabel. Okay, so here are our lungs. We're going to think about breathing at the bottom of the lungs. Here's the famous diaphragm here. And remember, we have the phrenic nerve that's sending the signal. So we can't move the diaphragm. The signal's doing the work. It's going to make that diaphragm contract, drop down, and that's why air comes into our lungs, because it creates a vacuum. So without the phrenic nerve sending the signal and without the diaphragm contracting and dropping down, we would not be able to breathe right now. So what do we focus on? We focus on releasing the tummy so that the air can come in. So the diaphragm's dropping down, release the tummy. There we go. Take another nice breath here. Good. And now we'll add the support. So we've got breath. Let me get out my little, I'll get out my signs. So that's the inhale, the breath. Yep. So now the next step is the support. So I call it belly button. Just like when the body sneezes, we take a breath and it goes, achoo, achoo, or we laugh. Let's laugh together. The belly button scoops in. So we're going to do the same thing. Let's do it on an S. Oh, and look, my sternum's popping out just because I have no tension. It's just connected. Excellent. So that's what I call our support. Now the belly button's connecting to it's protecting us. It's protecting the vocal folds from hitting each other. It's our power. Even with these songs, we might have some power moments. We really need to connect. And it's going to connect to your beautiful vulnerability, because we've got some sad songs to sing today. Okay, so now we're going to connect this right away to our voice, which I call the front passage. Yes, the resonance is your voice, and I call it the front passage. Notice I'm not saying it's the mask. It's not only here. It's all of this, all of these cartilage and bones surround air pockets. So really enjoy that vibration. And chew a little bit. Beautiful. Now let's try the lip trill. Remember, as the belly button moves in, it's like two balls spinning. We don't want to hold. We want to send. So Isabel, I would say sending is from here. Don't worry about thinking in the back of your neck and sending from there. No, we think about sending from here and vibrating here. By the way, the great soprano Marilyn Horne, I heard her give a masterclass in Rome. She said exactly this. You go here and here. This is your voice. This connects right to here. So don't worry about this part. It's doing its work on its own, but our thought needs to be here, the dominant resonator. So even for the most amazing classical voices of our time, I mean, she was the most famous mezzo-soprano, and this is her technique. So sometimes I hear, oh, but my teacher's opera, and they say we have to think back and open the back of our throat and be like this. Well, I only studied with classical teachers, Phyllis Curtin, Joan Heller, Mark Pearson, and this is the technique that their students and themselves, Phyllis Curtin at the Met, creating characters. So please, let's not, this is just really good, solid technique, no matter what style you're singing. Okay. Hey, Lee, how are you? Good to see you here. Wow. Gosh, I loved your video. You are such a talent. I want to tell Lee's story really quick. She wrote to me and said that she had some vocal fatigue, because this piggybacks off of what I was just saying. And she's been going over had some vocal issues that she's had to deal with. And she's really conquering them. I was so impressed because her breath and support were amazing. And she shared with me that she got tired. She goes, but in this section, I'm getting tired. And what I gleaned was she was doing exactly what I was just telling you, opening up, thinking, oh, I better open and make it better. If I open my throat and I open the sound and the vowels open, I will sing better. It actually made the mechanism exhausted. And so it had to come back to economical. So isn't that fascinating? I was so pleased that you sent me that question, because it's a question for so many of us. I had that too. And boy, didn't it help right away, honey? I hope it did. Because your sound is so vibrant. When it was vibrant, it was so easy. When it was open, because it's too hard, it's too difficult. I had another student here before the quarantine, and it was the same thing, a lovely mezzo-soprano. Everything was open, and she couldn't get through one song. Not through one song. We took away, we had to literally close the back because everything was so open. We had to think close. Isn't that weird? My teacher had to tell me that as well. Hey, Christina, good to see you, sweetie. Thanks for coming on. So we don't want to open the back here. We want to keep it nice and vibrant. Now, for those of you who already have it vibrant, don't worry about this. Because if you start trying to fix something that's not broken, then you're going to get, a nasal sound. So this is just for those of us, and I can show you the difference. When I was singing before, I had that adjustment. It was something like, rather than, so it's dissipated, it's hard, you can't reach your high notes because it's too open. So, and today it's so cool because we're doing out of talking, and we don't talk like that unless we're doing a funny character. I don't say so far away. I just say so far away, so far away. Yeah. Oh, there's Lee. Mary, you were so right. Problem corrected. And now I can handle that song as well as really difficult stuff that Vivaldi, yes, which demands such energy. And Vivaldi is like zippity, zippity doo-dah, right? And if you open for Vivaldi, it's not sparkly. Oh, thank you for responding, honey. I'm so happy. And listen, you guys, I didn't even meet her in person. She sent me a video and we were able to fix it like that. So feel free to send me a video on Instagram. I'm happy to take a look. Okay, so here we go. Let's do a few lip trills. Okay, so you know how I always say for personalization, we've got our fourth wall. Remember, the fourth wall is the imaginary wall between you and the audience, and we're going to find a point on your fourth wall. I have a poster on my wall so I can find a point. And you know how I always say, and I'm going to use it again today, I would say, think of a person that if they were far away from you, you would miss them so much. And look at the song we're going to start with today, So Far Away. Pretty good, right? So today I'm not going to use my father. I'm going to use maybe a love from the past, like an unrequited love, or somebody that I thought I'd have love with and it didn't work out. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? And men, ladies and men, the old unrequited love is kind of like Eponine in Les Mis. So you can pick somebody like that. Or you could pick a grandmother or father or parent who's far away, who you miss them so much. Absolutely. Or you could miss a romantic love or somebody that you want to be with and who's not near you. Or maybe just they're far away by distance. So all of them work. So think about somebody who you'd miss so much if they were far away from you. Okay, you got that person? Yes. Good. And people are responding to Lee. Getting fatigued and kind of flat with that feeling. Yeah, Isabel. And by the way, it's interesting, Isabel, we're talking about this open thing. The open thing will also make your pitch flat because it's too much space. And so the pitch will sag. So we need more energy of support and more vibrant space, not open and airy and dissipated. Yes, good. And Lillian chimed in too. That's wonderful. Okay. So let's do our lip trill. And if the lip trill isn't easy, you can do the tongue trill. And if all of that is too hard, you can even just do a hum. Try that together. Now remember, as we go up the scale, we're going up the floors of the front passage. I'm not saying back here, am I? Nope. So we're going up the floors, and remember the space will get smaller and smaller as we climb. Now, if you're tuning in and you're brand new, go back to number 1, any of the Monday series. Number 1, I really go through everything. Number 2, number 3, all of them. So you can really go through the technical stuff. Today we're zippity doo-dah because we're going to get to our songs. Let's try that together. Do an S. New breath. So notice I'm bending my knees as we go higher. Why? Because we need more energy of support for those higher notes. I'm doing this pyramid triangle shape because I'm reminding myself that as I go higher, it's going to just go smaller. And just doing that is enough. We think it and it works. I don't know. It's kind of the miracle of singing. S, breath. Now you're going to put your person who you would miss today, if they were far away from you, maybe somebody you're missing right now. I have somebody. See, what is the strongest physical feature of that person? I would say the person's face. What's the strongest human quality? So what's that? Maybe the person is obtuse, or maybe they're generous, or maybe they're kind or funny, or a genius. Okay, so when we do this exercise, we'll do an S first, breath. You're going to go away from the person and then come back to them. So really surrender your head. We're training these muscles not to grab, because often for high notes, we grab up here and we have to realize, no, my body has support now. I don't need this tension. I don't need that tension. Maybe before you didn't have the support right, so you would try to make it happen this way. Now we have to retrain the muscle memory that belly button moving in and spinning is going to be your foundation. You don't need to have anything on top grabbing. It's like if here I am on the 16th floor, if they put the foundation up here, I would topple over. So, and you know those buildings in San Francisco and in Japan, they make the top floors of those skyscrapers move so that when there's an earthquake, they don't crumble. So just keep that in mind. Let's put our sensory condition. Let's use sunshine today, huh? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back to the other ones and we'll talk about sensory condition. So all it is just feeling sunshine here. Oh, I feel the lights on me. That's like a nice sunshine. Okay. So you see your person who you miss so much. Oh, you feel that? You can feel the need for that person, right? You need them to love you. You need them to hold you. You need them to touch you. S. 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 New breath. Notice I'm taking a new breath as if I'm going to take an S, but I just do the lip trill. Smaller on top. Higher floor. Smaller on top. Really small. Higher floor. S. S. Coming down the floors, little by little. Coming down the floors, around your mouth. You can see my sternum popping out every time, right? That's just showing that there's no tension and I'm in the hookup. So we can also do a little pant breath. You can put your hand here as a suction cup, like a little doggy. It's just to get this really moving and facile. Good. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now we're just going to do a super easy warm up because again, this singing is out of talking and we're going to speak a lot of this today. So we're just going to say me, just toss it off. Me, me, mi, me, ma. Mi, 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 me, ma. Mi, 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 me, ma. Throw it. Mi, 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 me, ma. See your person, toss it to them. Mi, mi, me, ma. Mi, me, ma. So we're going up the floors. Now me is living around our upper cheeks. Me, 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 ma. Me, me, ma. So here's our first passaggio note. That's a B natural. So what do we do with those passaggio notes? Because I tell you, good composers write in the passaggio. So B natural is maybe the highest note in So Far Away, by the way. It's one of the notes that Carole King uses. Why? Because it's the most exciting place in our voice. It's more exciting. So composers take advantage of that when they have something that's got more conflict or something important to say, or the last note of the piece that's like, screaming. That is going to often be on a passaggio note. So what do we do with that to make a passaggio note work? Because that's where people call your break. I don't say break because you're not broken, but it is the passaggio, which is the passage, which is like a bridge. So what does a bridge has? It has more support, more foundation. So we need a little more energy of support. And for this, we're even going to compartmentalize it even more. Me, me, ma, rather than me, me, ma. Okay, so really feel this tighter, yes, Joy, laser beam, a little more laser beam in there. Me, ma. Me, ma. Me, ma. Now, men, this will be easy for you. It's just a smaller space. Ladies, if you want to go into soprano, you can. Me, ma. Me, ma. Me, ma. There's another passaggio note, the high E. So Mozart writes with this note for his sopranos. Again, here's another one that even if it's soprano, if I'm doing more my mixed belt, it's a lot of energy here and a tighter space. Let's say viveva, throw it off. Viveva, men. Viveva, viveva. Now the high F above, it's going to be easier. For the ladies, for your sparkling soprano, it's going to sparkle more. Try that. Remember that the support has to be the thing that initiates. If you don't have your support and you do it from here, you're going to get tired. And if you did it for a long time, you could hurt your voice. You guys are fine. You don't have to be perfect, but we want to make sure that we have our support. Viveva. Now let's speak it up there. Viveva. Say that. Viveva. Now you put pitch on that. Viveva. Oh, I speak it up there, then I sing it up there like I'm speaking. Viveva, 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 viveva. Guys, viveva, viveva, viveva. It's a tight space, guys. Viveva. 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 Belly button. Viveva. 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 Notice we're coming down the floors. Now it's living around our cheeks somewhere. Viveva, 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 viveva. Now we're going to venture lower and lower and lower. The lowest floor is around our mouth, so don't push down. Viveva, viveva, belly button. Viveva, viveva, around your mouth. Viveva, 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 viveva. I can't sing that low. This is for JV. Yes. that's a new exercise. We really haven't done that. What I like about that exercise for what we're doing today is that we're doing some pop rock. So we're just sort of doing out of speaking. Now, if you were a super operatic soprano, you would be approaching this differently. So let's approach it with our pop rock stylings today. Now, whenever we have stylings, we have to make sure what doesn't change. What doesn't change is the breath and the support. They never change because we're human. We have to breathe and we have to support. What might change is the resonators, is where we resonate the voice and how we resonate the voice. That can change. But these two don't. Okay. Hit higher notes without going falsetto. Yes, JV. Oh my gosh. Now you're getting more energized with your support, JV. That's why. Because I noticed before you like sitting and singing, which I love because I believe in that. But you have to be energized. So what that's telling me is that you really focused in on that support and that smaller space, or you would, because that's the physics of singing. I'm teaching you physics. I'm not teaching you something that's like my own idea about, how the voice works. This is how it actually works. We're just honing it and getting it to be, again, facile and economical. I love that word, economical. Perfect. Okay. And Christina Bone, Christy, your low notes are hitting today. That I'm also aware that you're letting it live around your mouth, not trying to push down for it. Now, there are times when we're doing a belt song where we have to maybe have a little more chest resonator in there. But right now we're doing our pop rock. Okay. So get up the lyrics of So Far Away. If you don't know it already. And we're going to give it a try. So what I'd love to do is set up my Revolutionary Send with our song today. So this is a particular style. Now, I've already told you that breaths and support remain the same. Resonance, today we're going to do from the talky place. We're not doing like classical voice is full vibrato, every note sparkles, every vowel is perfect through the whole thing. So, for example, so far away, that's I'm talking. If I was going to do that as a soprano, let me bring it up an octave. So every note would be sparkling. So far away, so far away. It would be, that's the style for classical. So we're not doing that. We're going to have some straight tone. We're going to do it out of, again, I call it the talky voice. Some people call it speech level, something like that. I like just calling it your talky voice. And we're just going to throw pitch on there and we're going to tell the truth. Okay, so we've got resonance figured out. Floors and pyramid, we already did in our warm-up. You're all set to go for your high notes. Excellent. We've got our personalization. You're thinking of somebody who you'd love to see today. And if they were far away from you, you would miss them so much. So what is that need? Let's jump down to need. Here's need. So the need for that person is the need to be loved, the need to be close to them, the need for a hug or to touch them and just really touch them and hold them. To have a, remember during quarantine when we weren't allowed to hug anybody? That was really hard. So it's that sensation. So we want to go to the time when you didn't have that and you really wanted them to be close to you. It's the same need as the need to be loved. And what do we look for when we're trying to find the need? We go to the time that we didn't have it. So remember the time that you didn't have this hug from this person, the time that you needed to be touched and hold them. When was that? How long ago was that? Yeah, many years ago. What time of year was that? Was it winter, spring, summer, or fall? What time of day was it? In the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening? Where were you when you wanted to touch them so much, but they weren't there? And anything about the place that you remember, Place is really helpful. We can put the place on the fourth wall. Was there something that you wanted to say or do? Or something that that person said or did that you'll never forget? What did that person say or do to you that you'll never forget? Did they walk away? Did they come give you a big hug? Did they tell you they loved you? What did they say or do? What did you want to say or do, but you never did? And if you did everything, what did you want that person to really understand? Did you want to tell them I love you? Did you want to tell them to stay with you and hold you? So think of that thing you wanted to say. That connects you directly to the need. Yes. So whatever that is, say it out loud now. Just say it out loud now. No one's here. Just say it out loud in your own private Idaho. And that connects you to the need. We just obviously did a very quick exercise for the need. We could have done on the 15th, we're going to do this with the whole audience, a very dropped in exercise. But that's how you find the need. And if that seems too much right now, just personalize. Just think of the person. If you think of the person, it'll connect you to the need pretty directly. Okay, then we have sensory conditions. So we're using sunshine. It's a time that you just wanted to be dancing in the sun with this beautiful person. So just feel the sensation of sunshine on your face. So see your person. We're going to just toss this little ball to them, feeling sunshine. So far away. Say that to them. So far away. Got your belly button support? So far away. And far can be straight tone. So far away. Yes. So you've got that. And now we've got action. So action is just sending all of this we've already worked on, and we're sending it to the person. We can find a verb that we want to send on, but right now I think it's just sharing with the person your need. Let's just do the action to share. You're just going to share with them that you need them here. Okay? Wonderful. Intimacy. That's right, Moonbeam. I'm very proud of you. Intimacy. Into me see. So you don't have to act right now. We're just going to go for the sensation of the need to be loved and held by this person. We're going to see the person. You have the strongest physical feature, the strongest human quality of this person. And we're going to now send this song to them. Okay? So here's the melody. So far away, doesn't anybody stay in one place anymore? So what our job is to go through the text and personalize it. Make every single line go with your personal story. So clearly, I heard that Carole King wrote this whole album of Tapestry that's so famous. It was about her divorce, going through the divorce with her husband. So what are these lyrics? So far away, doesn't anybody stay in one place anymore? It would be so fine to see your face at my door. Doesn't help to know that you're just time away. Long ago, I reached for you and there you stood. Holding you again could only do me good. How I wish I could, but you're so far away. So you want to have exactly your story. Do you remember that moment when doesn't anybody stay in one place anymore? Like my guy, he went on an airplane and went away. He went to another foreign land. So I have something very specific. It was like he went over there. So that's what you want to do. You have very specific what happens with your person. It would be so fine to see your face at my door. That imagination of like the knock, 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 and there he is standing at the door, or whoever your person is. Airports after airports, right, Isabel? I was thinking that too. You know, I was on tour with Evita for like 3 months at a time, Les Miserables for almost 2 years, Hello Dolly for a full year, Phantom of the Opera for a full year. When you're traveling, it's like I'm very lucky that I had that opportunity. Believe me, I thank my lucky stars. But to travel like that, it's not like real world. So it can really get you sad. I think of Michael Bublé has that beautiful song about traveling. Okay. So we're going to do it. Enough talking, Mary. You guys ready? Let me know you're ready. We're going to try it. When we get to the passaggio note, I'm going to stop and we're going to work on the passaggio note. But all the song lives, Carole King is so brilliant. It all lives around the front passage and really around our cheeks, all around here. When we get to the passaggio note, it's going to be somewhere up here. But right now, everything, think of the words all living around your cheeks. The higher notes will be around your cheeks. The lowest notes will always be around your mouth, and they'll just be vibrating. Just that gorgeous, easy vibration. And all out of speaking and put pitch on that. Okay, I'll be quiet and let's give it a try. Let's see. I'm not a great pianist, but who cares? You're all going to just sing and we'll do my best. Here comes the note. 2, 3. So far away. Okay, I'm sorry. We're going to get set up. You see your person? Remember the thing you wanted to say, but you didn't? See that person there? Take a breath. Do an S. Eyes open so that you can have intimacy into me see. And you're going to send it to your person on the fourth wall. You're going to share with them your need to hug them now. You're going to send and try to reach them with your voice. You're going to just try to reach them with your voice. Not loud, just intimately sending your voice to them and try to reach them. So far away, doesn't anybody stay in one place anymore? It would be so fine to see your face at my door. Doesn't help to know that you're just time away. Long ago I reached for you and there you stood. Holding you again could only do me good. How I wish I could, but you're so far away. One more song about moving along the highway. Around your cheeks. Can't say much of anything that's new. If I could only work this life out my way. There's our first passaggio note. If I could only work. So more energy here, and it's going to go more narrow. If I could only work this life out my way. Say that. If I could only work this life out my way. If I could only work. If I could only work. Do that with me. If I could only work this life out my way. One more time. If I could only work, not lay. If I could only work this life. Good, here we go. If I could only work this life out my way, I'd rather spend it living close to you, but you're so far away. Doesn't anybody stay in one place anymore? It would be so fine to see your face at my door. Doesn't help to know that you're so far away. Here comes the yeah, you're so far away. There's the passaggio. Yeah, you're. Now the yeah could get you in your throat. You're. Make it very forward and really a tighter space. Here we go. Yeah, you're so far away. Traveling all around sure gets me down and lonely. Here we go, traveling. Nothing else to do but close my mind. Here we go, passaggio. I sure hope the road don't come to own me. Sorry. Oh, okay. Try E first. Now you're going to put the schwa vowel through the E. I sure hope she sure, because it doesn't want to go sure. Don't want to open this. Here we go. I've yet to find. That's coming up. I've yet to find. I've yet to find. Here's the laser beam. I've yet to find. Here we go. I sure hope the road. I sure hope the road don't come to own me. There's so many dreams I've yet to find. But you're so far away. Around your mouth. Doesn't anybody stay in one place anymore? Here it comes. It would be so fine to see your face at my door. Doesn't help to know that you're so far away. Here comes Passaggio. Yeah, yeah, you're so far away. Hey, you're so far away. Yes! Wow, was that interesting about the Passaggio note? Yeah, yeah, you're so far. So it's tight space, more support. Let me know, how did that go? How did that go, Lillian? This is your voice does this so beautifully, honey, because this is your home base. I would love to hear Lillian do this song. So any feedback there? How did you like that? I'll start getting out the next song as I'm waiting for your feedback, because there's always a little delay. Okay. How's it going, Christy? Did that go good? I'm gonna have a little water. How'd that feel, Lee? Good, honey? Hope you're still breathing with us. Excellent, Moonbeam. I'm so glad that was good, Jack. Okay, so you didn't know the song. Yeah. Well, this artist, Carole King, you know, when I was younger than you, she was my idol, one of my idols. So it'll be really fun to learn the old-fashioned kind. Yay, Sabina! I love it. I bet you know this song, right? Right, Sibila? So I was thinking we could do, Isabel, the Passaggio detail fills in for so many songs I can think of. Also, I didn't know I could sing so spokenly. Yeah, for me, coming from a classical background first, I had to really understand to go to speaking rather than trying to sing. And you can see with pop rock artists, they're just so good because they just understand that it's very direct. It's directly from their need to their written lyric to their voice. So it's just streamlined in a very special way. Yeah, she really has fantastic songs, Lillian. And if you could look at when I was a little girl, so Tapestry was like the biggest album there ever was. And every song was a hit, kind of like what happens with the Beatles songs as well. Yes, so this next song we're going to try, It's Too Late Baby now. And now we're going to go for a little more chest voice for the ladies. How are you doing, JV? Do you know these songs? And then after this song, we're going to veer off to another artist. So what I love about It's Too Late, this is what I think Emma Puskalau, she's my classical training artist, opera singer. And when she did my Zoom class over the quarantine, I gave her this song because I wanted her to work on her chest voice for the first time. And this has only an A in it. And an A is really easy for a woman to go for only our chest voice here. Now, men, you just sing easy as you are. This is a great song for men too. I love it. It doesn't have to have any kind of gender to this at all. It's like, this is just human music. Okay, so let's give this a try. Stayed in bed all morning just to pass the time. There's something wrong here, there can be no denying. Here comes the bell. For one of us is changing, one of us. So we don't want to go on top. One of us is changing, one of us is changing. And men, just as you like, just out of talking, one of us is changing, or maybe we just stop trying. I definitely felt more power with the passaggio notes without trying. Yes, great, Christy. Those notes wanted to live. There you go, honey. So, and Sibila, you agree with Christina? Excellent. You are honing this, Sibila. It's so awesome. What we're honing is more support, like the bridge. Think of a bridge. We have to have more support, and it has to be a tighter space. So I'm just so happy we had that passaggio moment. This is great. Now that we're getting, and Christy and Sibila, you really understand this work with the chest voice, enter from under. And again, JV and Roberto, you can just sing out of your beautiful front passage. You can style it. You can use straight tone. And ladies, we want to use straight tone too. That's also what makes it more easy pop rock. Of course, some of you are not classical, singers first. I'm just letting those who are know what you want to do. If there's a question, probably because that's where I come from first, But those of you who are, this is your home base, just have fun, because this is where your voice lives. You roll out of bed singing this stuff. It's great. Let's try this. One of us is changing. Okay, we're going to throw the ball under. One of us is changing. One of us is changing. One of us is changing. Just going to do this little exercise. So men, you'll go, one of us is changing. Let me see JV and Alberto and any men online. One of us is changing. Ladies, we're going to throw the ball under. Belly button. One of us is changing. Good. Throw it to me. One of us is changing. Now I'm going to go up. One of us is changing. Throw it to me. One of us is changing. Here we go. I'll throw it to you. One of us is changing. Throw it to me. One of us is changing. One more. One of us is changing. Throw it to me. One of us is changing. One more. So this is the passaggio. We're doing a tighter space and lots of belly button. One of us is changing. Throw it to me. One of us is changing. Good job. I bet that was easy, Christy and Sibila, right? Now, the song doesn't go that high. I love doing exercises going higher than what the demand is, because then when you do the song, it's just like easy. Okay, so we could use the same person. If this could be about somebody that you had a breakup with, and it was kind of like, bye-bye, it's too late, ciao, ciao, not interested. I think a few of us have somebody in our lives like that. Do you have somebody in your life where you love to just say, fare thee well? It could be the same person. The one that you're aching for could be the one that you're like, you know what? Too late. It's too late, baby. I'm not interested. And you could still have this need to be holding that person, this need to be close to the person. But our action is to push them away and say, bye-bye. I might have this feeling for you, this stunk, but you know what? No, it's not healthy for me. I ain't doing it. No more. Okay, so let's try this, okay? It's too late. So, stayed in bed all morning. You want to try it? If you don't know it, just hum along, because it repeats a lot, Lillian. So if you don't know it, 1, 2, okay. We got our person. Sorry, we got to get our person first. So you have the person that you want to say, ciao, ciao, bye-bye, not interested. And remember where you were with that person when it was really bad? Yeah, that's the best moment to pick. The one that was really bad, like, I ain't doing this anymore. I am done. Do you remember that moment? Good. So we're just going to tell them the story. Stayed in bed all morning just to pass the time. There's something wrong here. There can be one of us is changing, or maybe I've just stopped trying. I am going to leave this person. Okay, here we go. Stayed in bed all morning just to pass the time. There's something wrong there, it could be no denying. One of us is changing, or maybe we've just stopped trying. Chest, and it's too late, baby, now it's too late. Though we really did try to make it. Something inside has died, and I can't hide, and I just can't fake it. Oh, used to be so easy living here with you. You were light and breezy, and I knew just what to do. Now you look so unhappy, and I feel like a fool. Remember when you felt like a fool? And it's too late, baby, now it's too late. Though we really did try to make it. Something inside has died, and I can't hide, and I just can't fake it. Oh no. So let's do the last verse. There'll be good times again for me and you, but we just can't stay together. Don't you feel it too? It's like it's time to go. Now, all the stuff other than that higher note where we're entering from under for the ladies for your chest voice, everything else is in your talkie place. So talkie, talkie. Now you look so you go from under so it's not on top. Now you look so unhappy. You look so unhappy. It's just changing those styles. What are we changing? We're only changing the resonance. We're not changing the breath and the support. That stays the same. Make sense? You're submerged in this vibrato, Alberto. Okay, so do you want to do more straight tone? So you can do more straight tone. But it's too late, baby, now. We don't want too late, baby, now. Too late, baby, now. Let's try that. Too late, baby, now. Just think of the laser beam and it going really straight. Too late, baby, now. Okay? Give that a whirl, Alberto. Does that make sense? Just keep the laser beam, and we don't want too late. We're changing the style. The styling is making it straight tone with little scoops in it rather than perfect vibrato. Oh, bye, Jack. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Great. Thank you for coming on. Okay, Alberto, here we go. There'll be good times. They'll right around the cheeks. Talk to your person on the fourth wall. Ciao, ciao, this isn't working. 1, 2, 3, 4. There'll be times again for me and you. But we just can't stay together, don't you feel it too? Still, I'm glad for what we had and how I once loved you. Here we go. And it's too late, baby, now it's too late. Though we really did try to make it. Something inside has died, and I can't hide, and I just can't fake it. Oh, it's too late. No, it's too late, baby. It's too late now, darling. It's too late. Let's do the end. It's too late. It's too late. No, I'm playing the wrong chord. It's too late, baby. It's too late now, darling. It's too late. Yes! I read G7. It's actually a C7, so it didn't really work. Okay, that was really cool. Now, we're going to go to Sibylla's favorite artist, the Beatles. And we're going to do Yesterday, because it's just a classic, classic song. Do you know Yesterday, Lillian? Would that be a song that you know? Now, this song could be more classical, Alberto. Your vibrato would be beautiful in this. This doesn't have to. This song is so classic. I think it works in every style. So I would suggest to just do your home base style. Okay. Yes, I thought of you, Sibila. I wanted to make sure to get a song for you from. She did her thesis on the Beatles. So. And Sibila turned me on to Disney Plus to see Get Back. Oh my God, to see all of this footage of the Beatles when they were young. It's, I think, maybe the best thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm not even kidding. It's so incredible. And Paul McCartney, I don't know. I mean, all of them, of course, but Paul McCartney, you just are like, what is happening? I can't believe that guy. He's just so phenomenal. Okay, and John Lennon and Paul McCartney wrote this song. So I'm changing the key so it's one we can all sing easily. Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. All my troubles seem so far away. Here's a really good example of pyramid and up the floors. All my troubles seem so far away. Right, JV? He's coming in saying how incredible the Beatles were. I mean, just unbelievable. Oh, good. I'm so glad. Oh, I'm glad you know Too Late too, Lillian. This is so great. Yeah, you know, they say they don't read music, but the thing is, they know chords. I mean, Paul knows every chord on the piano, knows every chord on the guitar. So even though they say they don't read music, like I can read all of this music, my fingers don't do it. But I can see the chords and I can play the chords. But those guys are real musicians. I don't want us to get seduced into think they don't know music. They know everything about chords and about intonation and tone and everything. Maybe mostly self-taught, but my God, unbelievable musicians, just beyond. Okay, so all my troubles seem so far away. So here we go. All my troubles seem so far away. So really be aware of the higher floors, a smaller space. You can do this in whatever your home base is. I think if you're classical, whatever's easy, remember breath and support. So here we are again with the unrequited love. You could use the same person, the one that if they were far away from you, you would miss them so much. And it's kind of the same song as So Far Away, because in as far as in meaning, because here we are yesterday. It was so wonderful. And then she went away. I like changing the gender here. I change it to a man, but you can keep it a she. You can use the word they. You can use whatever you want. I'm sure John and Paul wouldn't mind. So let's give it a try. So we're setting up. Every song we do, we're setting up our revolutionary send. We've got breath and support. We've got our resonance, which is the front passage resonator. Again, this is more out of speaking. I would say, all my troubles seem so far away. If you did do a soprano, like a Leontine Price, it would be a higher key probably. All my troubles seem so far away. It could be really pretty melody that way. But I would say for most of us, let's do the more pop rock stylings, which is more talky, singing out of speaking. And JV said, oh yeah, they were just self-taught. Yep. And Sibila said, loving the inclusivity. Yes, they wouldn't mind it one bit. Oh, good. Well, you studied, so thank you, because you know for sure. I'm just assuming, but you know their hearts better than any of us because you really spent time with them on your thesis. So I love that, honey. Thank you. Okay, so we've got our resonance. Now we understand floors and pyramid. It's really important because this is, talk about melody. I'm back with melody. I don't hear songs these days that have these melodies that are beyond you just know that they were channeling something so beautiful. And all of the Paul McCartney and John Lennon songs were just, I mean, they were channeling. I don't know what else to call it. Okay, and then we have our fourth wall, our personalization. You can use the same person could use for everything, you guys. It's amazing. And again, they're far away. So we have the need for that hug, the need to hold them, to touch them, to be close to them, and not understanding why they're gone, that painful time. So you want to, again, every lyric make about your story. It's really important to personalize it. Then it becomes something so authentic that even though you're singing this classic song that everybody knows, it's yours. It's your version. It's your voice. It's your timbre, but it's also your emotional life, your intimacy. As Moonbeam had said, into me see. Okay? Yesterday, all my troubles seemed so far away. Now it looks as though they're here to stay. So the bottom is pain. So if you're feeling pain today, don't clean up. Let's just stay in the pain. I think we're all walking around with a little pain lately, you know, what's going on in our world. Yeah. So what a great opportunity to make art out of it. Just feel that pain, and I will too. It's hard for me to play piano, sing, and teach and also feel the pain, but I'm going to try. So let's drop into the pain. See your person who's far away that you miss so much and that you want to have back. Don't forget the pyramid. Here we go. S, see your person. And yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. Now it looks as though they're here to stay. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Suddenly, I'm not half the one I used to be. There's a shadow hanging over me. Oh, yesterday came suddenly. Why he had to go, I don't know. He wouldn't say. I said something wrong. Now I long for yesterday. Yesterday, love was such an easy game to play. Now I need a place to hide away. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Now the key that I chose went up to a B flat. Had to go, I don't know. He wouldn't say. I said something wrong. So notice it's not the B natural. I chose one that's more in talky place that goes to the B flat. So it wasn't quite, if I'd done it a little bit higher, I said something wrong. Now I long. Should we try it? Half step higher, the whole thing? Let's see if I can transpose my chords. Let's try it a half step higher. All the high notes now are going to the passaggio note. So feel the difference. More energy of support, tighter space. This is a good lesson. Let's try it. It'll be a good lesson for me to try to do this. I'll make mistakes, so I'll try to read half step up. Here we go. Yesterday, here we go. First line's going to have a passaggio, top note, lots of energy of support. Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. Now it looks as though they're here to stay. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Suddenly, I'm not half the one I used to be. There's a shadow hanging over me. Oh, yesterday came suddenly. Why he space. I said something wrong, now I long for yesterday. Yesterday, love was such an easy game to play. Now I need a place to hide away. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Hum around your lips. Did you feel a difference what a half step did? I still like the B flat because I like to be more talky and kind of more like just out of my vibration. This one had a little more tension in it. What did you think? What did you like better? Let me know as I get out the next song. That was really cool. We're a little bit over, so we're going to just do one more. We're going to do a song that Linda Ronstadt covered by Buddy Holly. Okay, you enjoyed both, Lillian. This is going to be great in your voice. This is your home base voice, Lillian, so it's going to be super easy for you either way, and I'm glad you enjoyed both. Yeah, that's the, Chrissy said that going half step up made it a little more classical. I think it does for me too, honey. We would have to go really tight space to keep it in that poppier feel. So I prefer the B flat. I think the B flat is really good. But yeah, it's going to sound really good. And it's going to, again, this doesn't have to be that style. We can choose. We can go in between. But I'm glad to have your feedback. Same as Christina. Yeah. So I think you guys agree with me. We like the B flat, but I'm glad we did that as a test because you also have to get that support really in. So this next song is That'll Be the Day by Buddy Holly. And it's so cool because my favorite, Linda Ronstadt, made this song very famous. And she does this soprano-y thing at the end. That'll be the day. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's a G. Ooh, ooh. That'll be the day. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That'll be the day. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So men, you'll go into falsetto there. Ooh. So Lee, what did you say? Yesterday, my mom, wonderful musician, piano teacher, was moved from hospital to hospice. Oh my gosh. She hears me singing this to her, Mary. Oh, this is so beautiful, Lee. From hospital to hospice. She is unresponsive, but I believe she hears me. Please know that she hears you, Lee. My mom passed away of Alzheimer's, and she heard me all the time. And even when they're unresponsive, their soul and their spirit hears you, honey. And what a gift you have. So I agree with Sibila. Tears, tears. This is really, really important. So Sibila, something really great happened when you said something wrong. I think I was super keep tight space and it was super powerful. Wow. Excellent, Sibila. Okay, interestingly, I'm not surprised, Lee, because your voice does rest a little higher. And so go for the higher key. I love it. Go for the B natural. And we're really sending you prayers and love, Lee. I know the feeling, and it's so difficult, you know, really, really hard. But please know she hears you, and just keep sending her love, and we will too. We'll keep your mom in our prayers. Love conquers everything. Love is like, my mom couldn't speak, but she could sing with me in perfect harmony. I should post that video again, where she couldn't really put a sentence together correctly, but she could sing in perfect harmony. And I know your mom is hearing you. So thank you again, honey. I think, Sibila, you are so connected now to your emotional life with your voice when you're singing. and I said something wrong, you found a really good personalization. This is what I mean, you guys, when I talk about using your story and personalizing it with the lyrics from the composer. And it makes all the difference. And then you get this power. Yes, there's technique involved, but when you connect with something like that, it's a power that I can't teach you, that you're just living it from your space. So this is really great. Okay. So we need our sparkly soprano. And guys, with your falsetto, that's also going to be sparkly. Belly button. Let's just do this. High floor. Small space. Even straight tone is fine. Good. So ladies, we're going to go full chest voice and then switch to super soprano. Men, you're going to go to your Buddy Holly great rock and roll voice, which is basically just front passage, you know, connected to your breath support and having fun with the stylings. Well, that'll be, it's not, well, that'll be the day. Well, that'll be the day. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3. Well, that'll be the day when you say goodbye. That'll be the day when you make me cry. Oh, you say you're gonna leave me. You know it's a lie, 'cause that'll be the day when I die. So now we could use the same person and go, okay, you're not leaving me. You're right. You're gonna leave me? Ah, that'll be the day that I die, that I see you leave me. It'll be really fun. Okay. Oh, Lee, I'm so happy to hear you guys sang Handel yesterday. Oh my gosh. Your mom must just be, you know, in between the worlds right now and just flying and just enjoying every minute of it. So I'm just sending lots of love to you for that. Okay, so here we are. We're going to go out with a full steam ahead. Do you guys remember this song? Just know it's very straight tone, very fun, very twangy. It's almost country-like. And we're going to do two verses. Gave me all your loving and your turtle doving, all your hugs and kisses and your money too. You know you love me, baby. Still you tell me, baby, that someday, well, I'll be true. Yeah. And then Linda later goes on to the second verse. That someday, well, I'll be true. I'll be through. Actually, they both do that. But we did belting last week. So you know we go the karate chop. Also for the guys, karate chop that up on top. Okay? So the first, we already warmed up our belt. So ladies, you're all set. Guys, you know to go straight ahead. And then you're going to go falsetto and really soprano-y on top for those ooh. And it's almost like yodeling if we go ooh, 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 that'll be the day, ooh, because it's such a big change. It's really fun. It's really fun. And Linda Ronstadt, as you guys might remember me talking about, she played Mabel in Pirates of Penzance on Broadway. So she really honed her soprano voice. And then all these soprano things she did in her pop music, it just became amazing. Bye, Christy. I'm sorry. I'm very long-winded today. See you later, honey. And vote, vote, vote. Beautiful. I already voted. Okay, let's do this. Last time. Here we go. Full song, one time through. And by the way, once I did this, I did a soprano song first, and then I went, well, and I threw off my jacket, and I just sang this. So we can show off your two different styles. Here we go. Well, that'll be the day. Okay, we got to set it up. We got our person. Remember the thing they said to you that pissed you off? Now you get to say these lyrics and say, fuck you. Okay, right to that person. Okay, so now you get to go, you're wrong. You're not going to leave me. I'm too fabulous. Okay, belly button. And that's going to enter every time. Now I'll shut up and we'll sing it. Here we go. Well, that'll be the day when you say goodbye. That'll be the day when you cry, oh, you say you're gonna leave me. You know it's a lie, 'cause that'll be the day when I die. Well, you give me all your loving and your turtle doving, all your hugs and kisses and your money too. You know you love me, baby. Still you tell me, baby, that someday, well, I'll be true. Well, that'll be the day when you say goodbye. That'll be the day when you make me cry. Oh, you say you're gonna leave me. You know it's a lie, 'cause that'll be the day when I die. Well, when Cupid shot his dart, he shot it at your heart. So if we ever part, then I'll leave you. You kiss and hold me and you tell me boldly, baby, that someday, well, I'll be through. Well, that'll be the day. Ooh, 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 that'll be the day. Ooh, 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 that'll be the day. Ooh, 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 that'll be the day when I die. Yay! Great work today, you guys. This was awesome. Ah, so fun. So fun. Thank you for joining me here. Next week, I will do one more. It'll be the day of my tech rehearsal for my show off Broadway on November 15, 2022, for my big masterclass. So please come with me next week. I will be doing my personal warm-up. So you guys can warm up with me, getting ready for I can give you my tips that I do when I'm warming up, how I get ready for shows, and I'm going to give you all my tips there. Yes, how are you doing? Were you fun? Good. Yay, Sibila, so much fun. Yay, Lillian, so much fun. Isn't that a blast? I love it, love it, love it. Amazing. So this was great. We did a full hour and a half. What? Hour 22 minutes. Love it, love it. Good. Any other awareness? Thank you for joining me. I'm so glad you could be here the whole time, Sibila. I can't believe it. And yay, Lillian. Yay, Christy's already left. JV, how did it go? I hope you had a great time. Joy, fantastic. Wonderful. Yes. You guys make my heart sing. Yay. So again, next week, I will be here, same time, same place, but I'll be running off to do my rehearsal. So we'll keep it under an hour for sure. It won't be very long, maybe. But I want to give you my tips on what we're doing. Yay, Ronili, safe travels, honey. I get to see you next week in person. I can't even believe it. Wonderful, Isabel. I'm so glad you loved it. Sounds like it was free and easy. Love that. Dalia, hello. I'll remember Laserbeam. Good. Very good. It was a whole journey. Yay, Sibila, you did the journey. And we got your beloved Beatles in there. I love it. My pleasure, Isabel. Thank you, honey, for joining me. Thank you, Lillian. Thank you, Roseanne. Love it, love it, love it. Yay, Isabel. Yay, Lillian. Yes, I'm excited. I'll be doing my tech rehearsal on Monday, and then Tuesday's the show. So I say show because I'll be singing at the beginning, and then I have some guest artists, and then we're going to be doing our full-on masterclass. And it's for every level, anybody who wants to come. And again, if you're looking for tickets, just go to triadnyc.com and scroll down to November 15, and tickets are right there. And I kept the evening really, really inexpensive. It's less than a masterclass would be, including the drinks you'll be buying. So hopefully it won't be financially too hard on anybody. I just want everybody to come and have fun. It's going to be such a blast. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Lee. And yes, we are all sending prayers to you, sweetie, and your beloved mom. May angels and your dear beloved ancestors be surrounding her right now, as you guys here on earth are surrounding her. I know she's surrounded by a lot of love. So, okay, I'll sign off for now. Lots of love, you guys, and I'll see you next week. Okay, bye for now.